minutes before you start, and he hasn't given 3 minutes before you start, and he hasn't given you it.
2 minutes, huh?
No, because he starts half back. Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Huh?
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Starting for me. I don't think we're live. Are we live, babe? Are we? Oh.
Yeah, now.
Oh, it's just going live now. Okay. Wow, it took time.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was excellent. Enjoyed it. Well enjoyed it. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Exactly.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah,
Oh, without a
he's
doubt.
a really nice, genuine, likable fella.
Yeah. I got that email from him today, Michael.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool, man. Oh.
No, I can hear.
It's not muted.
Oh, it's on. It's on the flats. It's muted. Uh. Oh, okay. Mm.
What's problem with Mike? Stop using it.
Mm.
Is that why you've been using StreamYard?
Mm. Yeah, you did say it was easier using stream mode lately, didn't you?
Okay, let's see if it's gonna work now. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Hello?
It'll take about 10
Yo,
seconds for you.
Fluffs. I think you guys can hear me now. You should be able to hear me now. This
Yo,
saying is
Flip.
reading here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. OBS is just... Yeah, OBS. It likes to just change settings on its own.
There it is. Yeah, we can't hear you. He's
Okay,
definitely.
great.
Yeah.
Just excuse the noise in the background. The kid should have slept over an hour and a half ago, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, last night's was definitely brilliant. Good show. And like you said, there was a few people touched in the chat. You know,
Yeah.
they said it. They testified to it. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You know what I mean? Even if it's one person, that's what it's about. Getting
Yeah.
the truth out there.
Let me just quickly email him. You forget about tonight. Still
Hey Matthew, how you doing, man?
hope you're all right. But it's good to see you guys. How about this Bev thing, guys? Wow.
6 hour stream, and you're the main. And you see that?
I'm the main guy tonight again on his stream.
Yeah. Did you see the thumbnail he put up where he caught you in one of them one of them paused looks, and he had to make it the stupidest one possible. You know what I mean? Numpty. It shows what he's like.
Well, I'm gonna show you guys a little short chat. Well, you know, I did a short on it today.
Hmm.
Where's my shorts now? Yeah! Okay, content. Let's see. Now I'm just gonna go to my channel. Oh, and exciting! I got a premiere coming out 11:45 after the show, guys.
Oh, cool.
It's based on the DVD that was sent by
Oh, kick his ass, Seabass.
Kiki's Seabass.
Yeah.
I started on the first section of the first DVD. Only got 25 minutes in, and the recording video is an hour long. So it's gonna be quite a long
this is what
series.
confused me earlier. I thought you'd said that you'd done a recording with this guy. You know,
No,
Mark.
no. This guy's live. He does recordings
Mm.
because he doesn't do lives. But yeah, guys, I think it's gonna be an awesome series on that DVD. So shout out to Kiki's ass Seabass for sending that stuff. Definitely well with it. Okay, this is the. You want to tell if someone. This is the short I brought out. And yeah, I think it's quite simple. I didn't make any fancy things. I just want to show people how you can tell if someone's disingenuous or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you tell if someone's disingenuous? This is just starting with a quote that he made. Okay, that I made. I said, "Look, Bev, I agree with you that the vertical angles cannot be measured with an auto level." Okay?
Mm.
With what you're saying, but I disagree with what? That's not an elevation angle measurement. You guys agree it's a measurement of an elevation angle because you're changing on your vertical.
Yeah. I don't. We can't see this, by the way.
Oh yeah, you guys in Element, I forgot. Hey Ryan, what's up, man?
Oh, dude. Yeah, you're right.
Woohoo! Good to see you. This might become a show without talking to your mob. I don't know.
Mm.
Stop crying.
Maybe
Hey.
he's sleeping or he's busy or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna let it play, and I'll pause it at some of the messages, or we'll go to the messages on Discord and show you guys. Quite insane.
Is disingenuous? Well, you just ask them some questions and see how they react.
Okay, let me quickly tell you guys. This is what I asked him, and I think this is quite plain simple to ask. Okay, Bev. Okay, listening to your stream last night, which was cringe, guys. I bit my tongue the whole time. I couldn't even listen to it finished because it is so much
6 hours.
misrepresentation, so much lying, so much literally trying to make someone look bad, like it's going out of fashion. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I can make all the content out of it and just show how wrong he is and everything. But I decided, you know what? Let me leave that and just ask him a question because maybe there's some miscommunication. Maybe he doesn't understand what I'm trying to explain. You know? Which is fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, okay, listening to your stream last night, I have got the feeling you think that only auto levels are used in planar surveying. That's question 1. Do you guys also think that's what he thinks?
I have no clue.
Because all he talks about is auto levels. He doesn't talk about theodolites. He doesn't talk about total stations. Heck, the guy doesn't even know there's 2 different types of surveying. He doesn't know there's planar and geodetic surveying. He says there's only surveying.
Just surveying. That's it.
Yeah. So you don't get different types of surveying, guys.
Got ya.
So is planar surveying same as geodetic surveying then?
No. But he says he thinks it's the same thing. He says they aren't different. So I'm just asking him, does he think auto levels are only used in planar surveying? So that's a question. I mean, if you're honest, you're just going to answer that, correct? And then I say, just to clear things up, just to make one thing clear, I was using the auto level drawing just for you to try to explain there are always angles involved. Even if you don't use the angles, they are still there. You guys would agree, because it's an elevation angle. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I say, anyway, do you think that planar surveying does not use angle measurements? 2 questions, straightforward. All he needs to do is answer. Okay.
This is exactly why I say Bev Try Thinking and his cult are very, very disingenuous and don't care
Yeah, they don't care. Okay, this is his response to that, guys. I was over there talking to you about a video that was stolen from my channel
Wow.
and how it was being misrepresented. The only person talking about angles was you.
Oh,
Is that a honest person's answer to what I just asked?
definitely not. Definitely not.
Did I say anything about a video?
No.
Did I
No.
say what he came on to talk about?
No.
The only one misrepresenting here is Mr. Bev.
Besides, that might be his excuse for coming to talk, but that's not what he. That wasn't what it was about.
Yeah.
He thought he could teach you something.
Hey, Sov, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming in. What have you stumbled on? Well, I'm supposed to be waiting for you or Mop to send me a link so we can have a chat, but still nothing. I don't know if he's fell asleep or he's just forgotten or something. But yeah. Anyway, so this is my response. Why are you talking about a video again? I'm talking to you about the angles now. Please stay on topic. So he says, horizontal is an angle, correct? Again, obfuscation. Yes, horizontal is an angle. So I say, so will you answer me?
About truth.
Okay, so I ask, will you answer me? And he says, why are you obsessed with angles? I'm not obsessed with angles, are you guys?
No.
We're just trying to
Yeah.
explain to the guy.
Mm.
I mean, I even drew it out on paint for him so he knows why this angle is situated, but he doesn't understand that. Apparently, guys, I'm in cahoots with Ruhuf now, according to him too. We are best buddies because Ruhuf says there's angles as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so I am a ranty. I am apparently pulling wool over everyone's eyes because I am not a real flat earther. Apparently to him last night's stream is you don't get real flat earthers, we are all fakes.
Oh wow! It's coming from a guy who won't say what he thinks it is. He doesn't believe it's a globe, and he won't say it's flat.
That's the thing. Why do you think I changed my name to Fence Sitter's Worst Nightmare on his channel?
It's measured or it's earth shaped.
Because
Wow.
he is a fence sitter.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't.
Exactly.
He says he doesn't think it's a globe, and he says it's not flat. So,
Yeah.
where are you on then? If you don't think it's globe or you don't think it's flat, then what is your position? Oh, reality. Yeah, reality is he's very disingenuous. Okay, so anyway, I just copied it again and I sent it to him to get and saying I asked a very specific 2 questions. Please answer me. Okay. Loading again. Yeah, Ruhuf of all people. He thinks me associating myself with Ruhuf.
Wow.
That's a joke. Okay. Why is it just taking so long to load? Well, anyway, guys, I decided to leave that, just not go back in there anymore. I haven't even left the server yet, but I want to.
I was just
They started
No,
mocking God. That's how bad it
Uh,
got.
Do you know what you're best doing? Ignoring him.
Yeah, but that's what I say.
completely.
That's why I brought this out just to show he's disingenuous. Full stop. And then all I'm going to do is explain how angles are in planar surveying because I have actual citation for it. And he seems to think that if he tells people he is an expert and everyone else doesn't know what they're talking about, somehow that's going to make him look like an expert. I'm sorry to tell you guys, Bev is, how can I put this, Dunning-Kruger. He doesn't know anything about surveying other than setting up a auto level. Why do you think all he talks about is an auto level and nothing else?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know anything else. That's about it. Anyway, yeah, he's just like Boris. Okay, let's just finish this thing so we can go on to another subject. And there we go. Yes, horizontal is an angle. It's a 0 degree, or in this case, 180 degree, because of backside. You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
A horizontal line in geometry in reference to a x-axis would be 180 degrees or 0 degrees. So it's an
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah.
Great. Look at his response. All tools are planar surveying tools, as you call them. They use straight lines and shortest distance measurements. Still not answering any
What's wrong with
question I
that?
asked him.
Wow.
So did he answer any questions I asked him yet?
Not at all. Obfuscation all the way through.
Hey, Riffraff, Gavin B, Miss Maud, Jeff Gassett, Sovereign, Matthew Eastman, DJ D, and Ryan S. Yeah, all of you, good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. Anyway, so I said, so a theodolite or a total station is used for planar surveying too? The answer is yes, by the way. What he says, you should really learn some basic geometry. You're embarrassing. So he is insulting me instead of answering me.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, what's up? Okay.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, how embarrassing that I am the one that's wrong because he doesn't know that a horizontal line is 180 degree
How
or 0
dare
degree
you tell
line.
the truth to that boy?
Sorry.
You know?
So it's embarrassing because he doesn't know that. This is the most basics of geometry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's move on. So I said, why are you insulting me? Don't you know a horizontal is 0 degrees and a 180 degree line? He says, GPS is planar, Euclidean surveying. Nothing to do with what I asked, but yes, I agree. It's flat earth based. Then he says, why? Then I ask, why you refuse to answer me? He says, there is only one land to survey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Wow.
Last time I checked, you guys are in another country. That's a different land, correct?
It is. It certainly is.
So, guys, there's
Wow.
no continents, no different lands. Only one land to survey.
He's being cryptic, isn't he? I think he means if you drain all the waters, we're all one land.
Gavin B says, Bev went to Big Mac Tune and a tight shirt and nominated himself for top left. I bet he will come out as a Glober soon. Maybe
Like
he
the
will
tight
have a
shirt.
special show on FTV.
Yeah.
I say we chip in and get a GoFundMe to get them all a haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But anyway, this is his response to me asking why is he insulting me. A line is not an angle. So my response is, hey Aro, yeah, a line is an angle when representing a horizontal datum. Uh-oh. That's what he says.
Wow.
Then he goes on to insulting some more. The flat earther should be ashamed to be led by someone as geometrically illiterate as you. You could still be the troll only here to make Flatzoid look stupid, I suppose. Doing a good job. Oh yeah, apparently they think I'm a troll.
Oh, what?
I even sent them a photo that it was me, and they said I can use AI generated, or someone else took a photo of me at another time. That's how bad it is. They think I'm a troll.
Like they go through so much trouble as to go and get an AI generated picture and all that just to say it's you. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
You're not valid.
So all I say, so more insults. This is why I left your server, by the way. You have a very dishonest demeanor and love to misrepresent people. It's sad as I actually thought you had some sort of honesty in you. And that's the reason why I left the server in the first place. For this because of this dishonesty.
Yeah.
They are very
Absolutely.
dishonest. This is what he sent in return. Definition 9. I'll look it up. Your abuser is going to lie about you. A lot. They are going to pretend that none of it is ever happened. They are going to reposition themselves as a victim of you. They are going to claim that you are crazy, vengeful and psychotic. Then they are going to use mental health to also reframe themselves as a vulnerable and in need of support and love because of what you have supposedly done to them. I think there's only one fitting
Wow.
response to that.
Oh,
Projection much? And that's why I left it.
That's it. Wow.
So yeah, guys, I think that tells just how dishonest the guy is.
Did you just get a message from your
I'm
man?
gonna check if he got an email yet.
You got a
Nope, still
business.
nothing,
What?
guys. I don't think
No?
it's on tonight.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Wow.
Where's Michael?
Excuse me.
Michael dropped out.
Oh, he has, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lunch on Monday.
Okay. Horizontal line in degrees. There we go. A horizontal lines at 0 degrees, two horizontal lines will always be parallel to each other, meaning that they can be considered to have a 180 degree or a 0 degree angle between one and another.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, let's look at images. Remember, I'm supposed to be this illiterate, geometric illiterate person, correct?
Yeah.
Seems to be doing exactly what I'm saying. What's this? This is a straight angle, 180 degrees. Ouch. Bev, you got some splaining to do. Yes, we hang our mugs. Just some of them. the good-looking mugs we hang.
Oh, Lucy!
Lucy, you got splaining to do. Oh yes, and he says there are no such thing as slope and incline angles in planar surveying. Oh wow. This guy has never touched the surface, has he?
Crazy.
This is what I try and explain to the people. Because he's going around now trying to say to people, I am lying to them.
Wow.
So we'll
How nice.
we'll see who's lying to who.
He always to himself.
Yep. Yep, he certainly does.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
then.
take this one for instance. Topographic surveying, field techniques, leveling is more accurate since elevation differences are measured, not calculated. Ouch. Two readings are taken on each position of the automatic level, a backsight, towards a station located before the level on the traverse, and foresight to the next station on the traverse. Thus, the stadia rod occupies two stations, before and after the level on the survey. The difference in elevation between successive stations, if difference between the backsight and foresight, read from the stadia rod. For each position of the level, the lengths and foresights of backsight should be approximately the same since accuracy is function of the distance of the sighting. So you guys would agree we're doing exactly what he's saying? Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. What does this say? Plane surveying, where the Earth's surface is regarded as a plane, Bev, surface, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
Level lines are considered straight, Bev. Angles are considered to be plane angles, and plumb lines are considered to be parallel within the survey with these assumptions. That alone debunks everything Bev stands for. That alone debunks everything the globe stands for. And that shows, with no doubt, planar surveying measures a flat Earth.
Aye.
Okay, so with these assumptions, the relative location of points can be calculated using principles of planar geometry. What does A say? For right angles, sine A equals AC sin B, where A and B are the acute angles. I thought Bev says there's no angles in planar surveying, guys.
That's what he says.
But I'm seeming to read a lot of angles here.
Weird, huh?
Wow. Okay. That's just one. Let's go to
This is very interesting.
Very interesting. A lot of angles. And look here. Exactly what he's doing. What I said the guy does, right? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
With the angles, it's a incline and slope angle.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird. Something that Bev says doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't know how
No.
you get this angle. How you get angle? There's no angle in surveying. This guy's obviously using a total station or theodolite. Is that angle A and B over a horizontal plane? I actually got from work. I had a few bookmarks that I wanted to bring, but I forgot to bring it. But this is what I was trying to explain to Bev in the... no, why is it going into this one again? I want to see if I can get that image bigger. Open image in your tab. Okay. Can anybody look at this and tell me what the issue is here if you're claiming it not to be flat?
I can't look. I can't do it.
Okay, I'm going to ask you. A and B, is that a horizontal line?
It's definitely horizontal.
B and C, is that a horizontal line?
It certainly is.
How about C and D?
Yep.
Okay, so all of them we can compute they're all horizontal lines.
Yep.
Are all these horizontal lines parallel with one another? So in other words, they have the same horizontal. Let's do this.
Oh yeah. Of course. Sorry, I thought you were right. Okay, right.
Let me-
Yeah. Aye.
This is what I was trying to explain to the guy, because if it was on a globe, for instance, you would have a new zenith. So
Yeah.
let's make it like this. That's horizontal.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
horizontal. Can you see they're all sitting with the same horizontal parallels? Every single one of them. Or how about the verticals then? Let's go look at the verticals. Here's the measuring stick.
Yeah.
Measuring stick.
Yep. That's certainly parallel.
Measuring rods. That's weird. All the measuring rods seem to be parallel and perpendicular to the horizontals.
Yeah.
Bev, does that mean that there's no curve?
Something like that.
And I can go on and on. I can do hours of this, showing different citations, civil engineer sites, giving angular measurements for planar surveying. Bev, you are a total chuff nugget.
A chuff nugget.
Ooh, a new word. Let me add that to my dictionary.
Triple X is Bev as a delta. You might as well be.
You might as well be. This is... Ooh, slope distance. I thought there's no such thing as slope in surveying. What is leveling? Leveling in surveying is primarily used to determine the relative height of various points on and above the ground surface. It is a method of calculating the difference in elevation or levels between 2 points on Earth's surface. Distance is always measured from the reference point on known parameters: elevation, height, above mean sea level, etc. This aspect of vertical distance measures is to refer to as leveling in surveying. Okay, what does it say? Objects in leveling in surveying: to calculate the elevation or a given point with respect to the datum, that would be the horizontal which you establish, or reference line that has been provided or assumed. To establish the points with respect to given or presumed datum to given elevation at various elevations. Okay, let's see the methods. There are several methods of leveling in surveying to determine the elevation of various points. Let's look at them one by one. Direct leveling in surveying. This is the most common type of leveling in surveying. In this method, a spirit level is fixed to the telescope, and a leveling instrument is used to make the line of sight horizontal. So in other words, they're establishing a horizontal datum, just like you would with an auto level. okay, or a theodolite, or a total station. Yes, Bev, there's more than one tool. You don't just have auto levels. Just because you buy an auto level doesn't make other things not exist. Okay, so then all vertical distances are measured with respect to horizontal line of sight. These vertical distances are used to determine the different elevations in various points. Spirit leveling is another name for direct leveling. Now we go to trigonometric leveling in surveying. Something Bev is supposed to know all about. But he doesn't know a horizontal line is a 0 degree or 180 degrees. He says there's no such thing as slope angles in surveying.
Yeah.
What do we have on screen? Slope, distance.
Yeah.
Horizontal distance. So knowing the horizontal distance from level station and the angle of elevation, remember we're measuring elevation angles, the height can be calculated using simple geometry. So there we go. You can read it all. Oh, shame. That would be geodetic, by the way, if they're claiming a curved level. But we're specifically talking about planar surveying.
I think we see Adam Meakin just
Oh,
whoosh right in there.
hey, Adam, what's up, man?
Evening, guys.
Good to see you, man.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I just
I don't
finished
think
work.
he's coming in tonight.
Mm.
He hasn't sent me a link yet. But Adam, what's up, man?
Yeah, not a lot. I just finished work. Well, maybe not. Might get a few more phone calls, but I'd seen you was on, so I just thought I'd jump in.
Yeah, we're supposed to have
Hello.
a stream with You Are Mobbed, but I don't know if he's forgotten or something. We spoke yesterday. He hasn't sent me the link yet. So I just decided let's chat a bit. And while I was saying, you know, I might as well just set Bev straight quickly with these really idiotic streams he's been having lately. Because the guy somehow seems to think that he can lie to people to make it sound like we are the ones that are wrong, when the guy literally is a Dunning-Kruger projecting ignorance twat. So I just wanted to show that.
The personal detail I'm not too worried about, but I don't watch Bev, so I don't know what he's saying at the moment, and fundamentally because he demonstrated himself to be a liar.
Oh, yeah.
With the most trustworthy person I know in front of 10th man. And I think I said it the other day with that space cadet idiot. If you show yourself to be a liar and demonstrably as a liar and someone that will back up even when they're shown their lie, just continue with it. What's the point in listening to that person ever again?
But you see the issue.
First point is, are they lying? That's your first point of discernment. So why bother?
The issue is he's going out of his way to try and get Flat Earth community supporters away from the Flat Earth community. That's his first goal. Because he's trying to, how can I put this in a nice way, defame people's character. So he's literally going out of his way to misrepresent us and spread lies about us. And unfortunately, you can't just sit back. I would agree, yes, just ignore the guys. But he's gone out so bad that he's literally saying, I am pushing that it's good to steal copyright content on YouTube. Where I have never ever said that. Never ever have I said, yes, guys, please just steal people's content. He's totally misrepresenting me just because I said I don't agree with him what he did with Michael's copyright because it's childish. It is. It's a childish attempt.
If that's not a straw man, he said that. I don't know what it is, because that's not what was said at all.
Even said with him, I agree with him, stealing content is wrong. And yes, if you didn't edit it, it's stealing. But I said in this case, I just think it's childish because he even claimed that he never even had the content. So he didn't even know he had it anymore.
No. No.
You know what I mean? That's my point. So to me, it's childish. I don't copyright strike
Where-
anybody
where-
for using
where's-
my content.
Where's he said this?
On his
He's-
last 2 streams, he's having another one about me
Ah,
just
there
now.
you go.
Mm.
So only my opinion.
Mhm.
Only my opinion. Says it on his show. Let him say it. Don't respond to anything that silly little man says on his pathetic little show. Yeah, it's only there, as you can see, to try and aggravate people. It's got no other purpose. If he's got the nuts, like he does, takes him a week or two to come on to Nathan's. Yeah, if you've got the nuts to come onto your show and say something to you, deal with him like you did and destroy him. Like, other than that, leave that silly little man alone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm doing tonight now. That's what I said. So tonight we're just chatting and I'm showing him what an ignorant twat he is.
Yeah.
Adam, maybe you don't know this. A horizontal line. Is it an angle?
It's a horizontal line. I was looking at those things. I just don't get the point, you see, because all of these things require the Earth to be flat. Otherwise, why reference it to a horizontal line?
Yodeler.
Yeah.
The topography you show, yeah, everything's done by surveyors knowing the Earth to be flat. Otherwise, I think that last picture you show would have demonstrated what the complexity of what they'd have to do, because they don't have a horizontal line, they've got a curved line, and they haven't got a curved line because they don't deal with the curved line, they deal with the horizontal line, one that is representative and parallel wherever they build it, because who knows what height they're at when they start. It's always relative to that sea level.
Yeah.
And they're all parallel lines, they're not concentric circles.
But that's
No.
what I'm trying to break through to everybody to understand. Even when he was on, I'm trying to understand this. So by definition, by default, when he says he's using an auto level and he has a 90-degree vertical set, okay? So he set his vertical up on the auto level with his horizontal, and someone else is holding the measuring rod and they're walking away. He knows that measuring rod has to be perfectly vertical in the same plane, or it will not have a measurement. If that measuring rod is sitting at just a slight off tilt, you can't get an accurate reading. You need it to be totally vertical. Now, that means that from point A to point B, you have perpendicular and parallel lines, which is impossible if the Earth is not flat.
Totally. And this is the frustrating thing. This is a guy that, and this is what point he knows it's flat. He knows it's measured flat. It's referenced flat. Yeah, because he's done a bit of surveying. He'll probably expound more, but that's his claim. You know, he's got this knowledge. Well, if you've got the knowledge, what are you doing? What is your purpose? What fruit are you yielding? And that's why he's not worth bothering with, because he's clearly somebody who's out to deceive. Just like with his, you can do F4 with an angle after admitting you could get, you can use Polari. Yeah, he's doing the same thing now with an elevation angle that you could do nothing with, except you can define it the elevation angle, which has a he's just a deceiver trying to sow doubt. And the people that he sows doubt with are those that haven't bothered to read it, comprehend it, and have at least the same level of understanding as him. And if they did, they'd laugh at him. But because they haven't bothered to learn it, they're led by him and his deception tactics. But listen to him, hold him to account like you did the other day, and his argument falls apart because he's not really here to help people. He's here to confuse people.
Yeah, because he is literally just here to, how can I say, badmouth people and try, like I say, he's trying his best to try and misrepresent people, what they say, and then, I don't know, he's a pot stirrer. if I put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Adam, you're not an actual flat earther. None of us are. You don't
No,
get real
no.
flat earthers according to Bev. We're all fakes. And I'm the next ranty, apparently.
Is that right? No.
Yeah.
We're all,
Hey, Jeff,
we're
what's
all,
up,
I was
man?
hey,
Well-
I was born a flat earther and always have been.
we're all
And
topographical.
I'll die one.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. Flats, what is that shine on your screen?
It's glare.
Oh, okay.
And if I put the light off, then
Live
it's
and
too
die
dark.
as a
So I'm
flat earther.
stuck with this glare here. It really sucks.
It looked like you had a really pronounced heart chakra.
Sorry?
That's getting a bit new age.
I don't know what you
That's-
said.
It's light glowing out of your
Oh,
chest.
it's my chi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's called Mojo.
Mojo.
Mojo. Yes.
But yeah, I think the point I'm just trying to get across is yes, planar surveying is a thing. Yes, planar surveying involves angles. And yes, it's based upon a flat, stationary Earth. That's all I'm trying to get through. Alan Ostran. Then I'm going to be the next Rachie. I just need a sex change. Hey Terry Yakum, good to see you,
Oh
man.
boy.
You need a
Sexual. That sounds
new
like fun.
brain as well. A complete new brain because I don't know what I have brains at.
Terry
went-
Yakum
Maybe we can
says,
trade it in for a new one.
Terry
Yeah.
Yakum says, I asked last time I was here, but never got the answer. What exactly was the question the surveyor was asked to answer? It's just flat, mate. What was it? It's in the response to something. You see, the thing is, this is what Bev's trying to do. He asked him is horizontal flat, which is level. Yes, great. That's what the surveyor is talking about. But you know where Bev shot himself in the foot? When he went back and asked him about the locks, the water canal, and saying there's no locks for 27 miles, so therefore, by default, it's a 27-mile level. And what does level mean? Horizontal, flat, correct?
Mm.
So by default, yeah, 27 miles of flat earth. And Bev doesn't like that. And that's why he wants this not to be shown. Because he's dishonest. And like I said, he's a fence sitter. He doesn't want to claim it's flat and he doesn't want to claim it's globe. He is a dishonest earther.
Yep, without a doubt.
Because last time I checked, 27 mile level kind of tells someone it's flat earth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much
I'd say,
curve?
old chap.
How much curve should you expect in 27 miles?
A fair bit.
You should have measurable curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a surveyor can go stand there and measure this 27 miles off of level and have no curve. I wonder why that is. That's why they only measure slope angles. Sorry, I just got to close that tap. It's dripping.
Mm.
Vicky, if you start identifying as a woman, I'm going to identify as a tree.
Yeah.
It's free.
Because why not? It's an inanimate object.
Yeah, you can identify
Like a
them
tree.
nowadays.
And leave.
Yeah, but like, if men can identify as women, I'm going to be a tree. If I don't want to be a woman, I'm not.
I like frog. I think frog is the better word. I think frog. Be a frog.
Nice. Nice.
Or maybe a cookie monster. That sounds even more fun.
Ryan's
He certainly is. That's what he identifies as Cookie Monster.
I'll be a tree. Ryan's me as Cookie Monster.
I want to know what is the problem with people and the black swan.
They don't like wavy crane arms. That's what it is. They don't like
They don't like being around.
sleeves in them.
Maybe they're just racist.
I don't know. It's like they just don't get what their argument is.
No, they don't.
Oh, I think they do.
But some of them do.
Maybe they just have a prejudice against black birds.
Oh,
He just kind of said that.
So you're saying gave it the wrong name, the wrong analogies.
Yeah.
analogies.
Cheers, riff raps you just now, man.
Brenda's black swan is yoga pants.
Yoga pants. That's a good one.
I love the movement.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, and swallowed it again.
How dare thee?
Nice.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Are
Very
we supposed to have a
interesting.
chat with this guy, this mop dude?
Yeah, I'm waiting
that
for him,
not
but he
going on?
hasn't. He was supposed to send me a link,
What is your video
but
song?
he hasn't seemed to want. I think he's fallen asleep or he's forgotten. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. No, he's been
It's a show.
persuaded
Okay.
by other Globers not to do it. I don't know.
They're so sleepy lately.
Squeak, squeak,
Why are they
squeaky.
so sleepy? Why are they so sleepy? What's
Okay.
wrong with them?
I've got something up here. Theodolite surveying, part 1. Measuring horizontal and vertical angles. What's the key word here? I don't know. Does it say angels or angles? Maybe Bev
What's the
doesn't think
difference?
it's angles. Bev thinks there's angels.
Yeah, maybe that's
Maybe
it.
that's the issue.
Yeah,
Maybe he needs to expect it.
Maybe he failed spelling in elementary.
Okay. Ooh, the music. Just gonna pause it for the music quickly, Takes the music away. Okay, still music. You can start talking. Oh, there we go.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel, The Engineering Survey. Today I am going to introduce a new surveying instrument.
Yay!
That is a digital theodolite.
A digital theodolite. Nice. Beautiful. So that already debunks if Bev thinks only auto levels didn't exist in surveying, correct? Because he only talks about auto level, if you haven't realized. He doesn't like talking about auto station, total stations, theodolites, anything. Why is that, Bev? Maybe
Doesn't
because
like
they
it.
measure the dreaded angles you think don't exist?
He doesn't like talking about the truth in general, does
No.
Is the auto level like the auto wash, like in Fifth Element?
he? Nice.
Auto wash.
But you see the thing is, I think he doesn't want to just concede that yes, by default, by proxy, even the auto level, it's established horizontal, you're looking out, you're taking an elevation angle. Just because you are calculating the height based off of a measured distance doesn't mean there's no angles involved. Because what is his spiel in all this, guys? You can do F4 with an angle, correct?
That's right.
So he can't back down, because as soon as he concedes there's an angle, he's lost. And unfortunately for him, I can bring up tons and tons of citations for planar surveying of angle measurements. The guy is a total clown. He's literally just dishonest, as you guys say. Let's see what this guy says.
Debunked.
Bebo.
You know what
But you
Vicky
see,
just said?
Bev has made it so bad for himself, he's not even going to be accepted into the baller community.
Vicky just said Mop didn't show up because he knew you'd wipe the floor with him.
What?
I thought it was quite good.
Ah.
Nice.
Over here, you see
Oh, Bev is live talking about Flatzoid.
the digital
Oh.
Eurolight.
Oh yeah,
It is
he went live
manufactured
10 o'clock.
in Japan. The brand is,
Japan.
can freely rotate about the instrument
On the
axis.
horizontal axis.
It enables us to measure horizontal angles. And this telescope
Vertical
is
axis.
pivoted about the Turian axis. The Turian axis is the axis which passes through.
Yeah, okay. And that gives vertical. I'm just scared about the music they say though. Looking through.
Oh, look, there's Jupiter.
To point A,
Jews,
it's
where?
better to
I don't
target
see any.
But yeah, it's simple. It's just angles. Bev, oh Bev, oh Bev. That's it. Oh, he's showing it on screen.
Line, one, singular, line.
Bev, how do you have a horizontal datum?
How do you have an angle being a line?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that accent. So good.
How do you have an angle being a line? When I literally just
How do
showed
you have a
it.
line?
I literally just showed it. Oh man.
0 degrees or
How do you
180. Simple.
develop
I'm
an
more
angle
stuck on
to
a datum
line?
being a point.
He's stuck on a datum being a point. That's exactly what a datum is. Has the guy ever looked at reference datums before? Oh man. Surveying datums. A reference point or surface that is used to define the location of points on the Earth's surface. Let's look at some of them. That's a reference point, a datum point. There we go. I'm sure that makes it easy for the guy to understand.
Yep.
Ooh, this is actually quite good. What is a datum in civil engineering? A datum is typically used in surveying. A datum is a fixed starting point. I can go and put a hub in the ground and base everything off of that and call that a datum. My competitor can also put a hub in the ground and base everything off of their hub and call that a datum.
It's like a hinge.
You see, I think they don't get this issue.
It's a place marker.
It's just a place marker. Point A and point B.
Hey, that where it says 51.2 meters, is that a curved line?
Nope, exactly my point.
Oh,
All those,
it
all
looks
these,
straight to me.
Yeah, all these
That'd
parallel
be a
horizontals. Are they parallel horizontals?
Absolutely.
And are these point A and point B verticals perfectly vertical?
Perfectly.
And they make 90-degree angles based
Yep,
on the same
perpendicular to the
horizontals,
horizontal.
perpendicular.
Yeah.
Huh. So not a globe then, no curve. You see, he looks at this, the
Perpendicular.
ground, and he says, you see, that's not flat. And we try and explain this to the moron over and over and over again. A pancake is considered flat.
Mm-hmm.
Geometrically, it's not flat because it is literally got hills and bumps and stuff. But its base is flat. That's why it's considered flat. The base. So Earth has topography, but it is flat because the base is flat. It's not a curved base. It's not a sphere. It's like having a plate and you put things on top of the plate. The plate being the flat base.
It's not a sphere or a pear.
Oh man, this is sad.
It's a
I
3D
Bev was
plane.
dropped. I think Bev was dropped on a flat floor.
Monster and the afterbird.
And now he's got a flat head.
It's crazy. So this is probably going to have to change to let's teach Bev surveying.
Surveying with Bev.
Surveying with Bev. Ooh. Oh, and by the way, you can't even say Bev.
Snap it.
You're not allowed. You can't even say Bev on his Discord server. That's one of the words that are a no-no. You literally, your comment gets blocked if you say the word Bev.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Let's call him Beverly.
Because he calls
What?
that trolling.
What is Bev short for? Beverly or
Beverly.
what is it short for?
Dishonesty.
Isn't that a man's? Isn't that not a man's name?
Yeah, it's short for dishonesty.
Maybe it's short
I like
for
that.
Bevel, and he's a concave earther.
That's what I was gonna say. He's got a bevel.
Oh, was
on.
it?
You know what's actually sad though? He says he's a level earther, but by default level means flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are they so confused about that word?
I have no idea.
So strange.
But let's see what else they say.
Angular
all
resolution.
sounds
Well,
ridiculous.
obviously. How do I get exposed as a liar? Tell me one thing. If you can come up with one thing, then it's all right. But don't think you can come up with.
That's
The stream we had with him on literally caught him lying a few times.
yeah. He got caught. He got exposed as a liar because he opened his mouth.
There's no clear him and Craig sound exactly the same.
I'm sure he's used to that though.
No.
Yeah. If you listen to Bev,
Inserting his foot.
listen to FTFE, they sound the same.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They do sound the same, very much, but not exactly. But yeah, they sound the same.
Bev's
They read
got
the same
like
script as well.
stronger. He sounds like a Scouse type of accent to me, or kind of Stoke, or I don't know, Manchester ways or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, he sounds a little more Connery,
mm,
if you know what I mean.
What the fuck is that?
Doesn't really matter though.
One thing that I would get exposed as being a liar. I think you're exposing yourself, dude, in the chat. There's no cult here.
oh, cold. Yeah.
Dude in the chat, Flatzoid here.
What is it? What is it
Not
then?
not a dude.
What is it?
The guy still doesn't believe it's me.
Wow. Wow.
You're not genuine enough.
What the hell?
Crazy.
Maybe I should do this. Bev, this is me. The real me.
Will the real Flatzoid please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand
The
up.
guy you are
Please stand up.
referring to as a troll is me.
Troll me. Me troll.
Oh wait, and yes, horizontal line is a degree.
Yeah.
Yes, of course it is.
Shame. But they're probably gonna get triggered.
I usually just tell them
Obviously.
to define what a line is. Just tell them to go look in the dictionary for what does line mean. It means straight. It doesn't mean curved. Sorry.
Oh
So
shame.
if the horizon is a line, then it's flat and it's straight. It's not curved. Hello? Right?
Check here. Dude, Flatwood made a complete ass of himself the other day. He was just dead wrong on everything he was talking about. Yeah, that's why I'm able to show everything with citation.
Eric
You were wrong!
It's another one that comes in here. Yeah, I mean, another one that comes in
Yeah,
here.
he comes in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Mike
I don't
Dornan's
know why
been
you're
in
wrong,
here.
but you're wrong.
Boris Chops has been in here. Eric Attell.
Yeah.
But Tika, Alder Bear
It's
as well.
almost like-
Nathan only has 28 watches. So what?
Wow, what's that got to do with anything? The amount of people you got watching it. I hate that. People think status is the amount of views you're getting. It's just ridiculous.
There we
Well,
go.
if all you care about is getting hits and making money off the advertisements, then yeah, I guess you would be concerned about that, wouldn't you?
Crazy.
Hey, Angular Resolution. Woohoo! He's there as well.
It's obviously nice to see you getting some views, but if you're not, then so what?
Oh man, is that
Isn't
Discord?
divine
Yes, that's
crashing them up?
Discord, Moomin.
Mm.
He's live
Honestly,
still.
I don't
Yes.
expect to get
Oh,
popular.
poor Emma.
I always expect to get attacked. I don't expect
Trollception.
popularity.
Okay. I think that's enough.
Trollception.
I think that's enough of embarrassing. I just want to see where he actually gets to, where he brings up anything actual that's worth talking about. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's ever going to get there.
No, because he's just going to read that same script of like 15
Yeah.
things that
It's the same
he
stuff.
thinks that makes it true.
See what their replies
Yes,
are.
Mike. Showed it live.
They
now.
know we live. Listen. Oh, he's
it's
looking
easy
how much.
listening to
Oh,
us.
really? No, he's looking at Nathan's social blade.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, crazy.
Nathan, you really are living rent free in the head, mate.
Isn't it just?
Why would you worry what someone's views on another channel are, or, I mean, what has that got to do with anything?
I might remind you that when you were in high school, you remember there was always those kids that thought they were better at everything than you were, and so they went around telling everybody all about it. This is one of those people. You just ignore it. That's what you do.
Eric,
If a real scientist, a real honest person would have brought evidence,
I'm
not
live,
argument.
yeah. Right now, showing you how wrong Bev is. There we go.
Wow.
Bev loved Nathan, yeah. Can't figure out Discord.
I wonder if I'm
Discord's actually quite
subscribed.
easy.
I wonder if I'm subscribed to Bev. I used to be at one point. I wonder if I still am.
What are you doing? Really? I don't know. What are we doing, guys?
No,
do you want me to go on Bevs? Nah, I don't think we
he's
all want to get
crying.
exposed to that nonsense.
He's greeting.
Well, they'll just mute us.
Try thinking.
They'll say, "Are you lying?" And they'll start. Like I said,
Crying.
I don't want to go on that server anymore because they started mocking God.
Oh, no.
Well, then
Started
Yeah,
mocking.
take a pass on that.
Resorted to mocking God because I said Flat Earth's not a god. They started saying,
Nope.
"Yeah, you got a model." I said, "No, Flat Earth's. I don't subscribe to a Flat Earth model." And then they say, "Yeah, but Flat Earth is your god." And I said, "No, Jesus is the only god." And that's when they
Absolutely.
started mocking God. So I feel
Wow.
really sorry for them.
Me too. That's
Giving
bad.
a trolling
Well,
lesson.
feel
Yeah,
sad
yes,
for them.
Riff, we're giving a trolling lesson.
The little did they know God can't be mocked. You know what I mean, cannot be mocked.
Nope.
I feel sorry for them being thrown into the lake of Gehenna.
Well, yeah.
I'm only angry because I won't be there to get to see them get their just rewards at the end. Damn it.
But just what does the Bible say about the end times? So will be the days of Noah.
Noah, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just part of the times, guys. These people are self-absorbed in themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absorbed.
Hedonistic,
Yeah.
self-gratifiers. You know what I mean?
The alum of the anti-earthers. You know, the
YOLO.
sticky.
Oh man, I was so hoping your Mops is actually going to send me something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that was a bit gutting. It was like, yeah, it was funny when he did the Simon Dan, and Simon Dan thought that Nathan isn't a real flat earther, but Dave Weiss is. It's like, whoa.
I don't
That
get
is
that.
pretty fine.
You are, you know what I mean, as green as you are looking green.
Wow.
You don't know they haven't settled it yet. It's up to Luch as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not Monday.
Sovereign Soul says the globe Earth is a childish belief designed to keep people's minds in a childish state. I 100% agree, man.
Mm-hmm. It's that trans
Right on.
state. Yep, you got it.
Right on.
Get it right on the nose.
Wow. Very unplanned stream, this.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, Riff Raff, if I want to make a lot of money, I should just take a dog for a walk every day.
Yeah.
Get
do
millions of
that.
views. Just me walking a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. You can even you know what I mean? Film it taking a poo, and you'll get even more views for some reason.
Just look at the
Well, like
channel.
Mikey?
Tell me
Look
that's
at
not
those
true.
Yeah.
Mikey did it on live stream, man.
Yeah.
You tell me that's not true.
Oh, no.
That's gross.
Uh,
Wow. Your hits go up.
I bet that's Mike's most views yet.
Wow.
Or you could be
I
like
will
Iron
go-
Horse.
I won't go to that extreme though. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I know.
Or you could be like Iron Horse, where he sits in his hot tub in the buff and
Yeah.
kind of airs everything with everyone during that stream. It was during a
Scary. He's scary.
it was a modern day debate there.
Yeah. He debates
pretty
in the
funny.
hot tub.
Yeah, but he got out of the hot tub and kind of showed people everything.
Sipping his beer.
I hope he was flaccid for his sake.
Wow. Mike, yeah. Sitting
That
on
one
the
was
toilet. SpaghettiOs.
Hello.
Oh, spaghetti.
How are you? Nice to meet you. The one-armed bandit is here.
Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna have Luch on again. The 23rd.
Vicky says, that's her birthday's Monday. She was like 26. She's like, please don't let it be Monday. Not on her birthday.
Well, he's coming on the
23rd.
23rd again.
Well,
So we
that's the
can
weekend.
finish the rest of the.
That's Saturday, is it?
No.
Is it? When is it? Friday. 2 days ago.
Friday?
Yeah, Friday, 2 days ago.
Friday. Very well.
I don't see
Friday.
why people have to be embarrassed to say they're flat earthers.
No.
I'm definitely not. My wife hates it when I say it.
Yeah, but understand
Mine does
understand
too,
Globers, okay? Because they're part of the majority, and they have a very, it's sad to say, a bigoted kind of outlook of it, because that's how they're taught. If you're a flat earther, you're just taught to laugh at them and ridicule and stuff. But I think we have to change people's mindset and say, listen, yeah, it's the norm. Okay? There's more flat earthers every day. People just have to accept it. If you don't like it, it's your problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ashamed for what's going on. I'm not ashamed for reality.
Definitely not. I mean, like, so Level Earth Observer calls himself a demonstrable realist. I understand it because he says if he types in Flat Earth, you get all this nonsense, Flat Earth Society and that. But at the same time, I'm not ashamed to say I'm a Flat Earther. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but how do you? But wait a minute. How do you explain that there's not that for everything else on the internet? Why isn't there this? Why isn't there an anti version of everything else on the internet then? Why is it only certain topics? See what I'm saying? That's the big difference.
Of course.
That's what tells me. I mean, it didn't bring me to believe the Earth was flat or anything, but it does. It's manifest. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's the only question you can ask in public that you'll get people an attitude, literally an attitude, or even violence from somebody just for asking that question.
Yeah.
Even though they might actually have the evidence to show it to us, but they don't ever do that. They just make fun. Of course, that's all they ever do, right? They make fun and then they argue with anomalous things in the world, right? Oh, this looks like this and this looks like that. That's all they ever have. They don't ever show us any, but I can show you evidence. I can take you to the ocean. You can measure the damn horizon with your own level. It's real simple. It's not rocket science, people. Go prove it to yourself. Measure it. Look at it from 90 degrees at different angles. Look at the same spot that you were viewing from. Think about it. Use your own brain.
He's right.
We shouldn't have to push anything. We should just be showing people how to do it so they can see it from their own.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I mean, I'm not saying that what we're doing isn't working either, but I'm saying, that's what I want for someone to do. I wanted every time I go to the ocean, I point it out. I say, look at it. Say, look, let's bring the level with us when we go to the oceans. That way I can show you how flat and perfectly flat it is.
Hey, Coral
And
Apple. Yeah,
then
you
there
see,
won't be any argument. You know.
Coral Apple says, I'm an Hebrew cosmologist. I like that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's good. That's good.
I mean, for a long time, I didn't want to really be called a flat earther because of the stigma. But eventually, you're just like, yeah, well, it pisses people off, so I'll take it by the horns and accept it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, say, I understand where level Earth observers coming from to be called demonstrable realist,
Realist,
but I've got no problem with being called a flat earther. But I get where he's coming
Look at it this way. Everybody knows where you stand if you just say, I'm a flat earther. You know what I mean?
That's
They
it.
already know, okay, you're against the globe, so you have a view. But if you're just going to say, I'm not a flat earther, but I don't believe it's a globe, people can be confused. What the hell's wrong with you? Can't you make up your mind? You know what I mean?
That's right.
You don't have a standpoint to stand and say, this is what I believe. And this is why a lot of the people that I call fence sitters, like Bev and them, because they got nothing. If you ask specifically, I mean, I literally ask, what is the Earth? Is it flat or a globe? No, it's reality. That's the answer you get.
It's F-shaped. It's F-shaped, yeah.
It's reality. Okay.
Yep, that's also true, Glenn. Don't forget, we're talking about a group of people that can't grasp the simple fact that gas pressure requires a closed container.
You know, that's plain true.
Yeah, guys, please hit the like, share the show. Really, really does help to get the show out to a wider audience. I can't believe we're actually it's almost 11 o'clock already. What's going on?
It is. It's
fluid. And even if you think we're wrong, you should spread it because you should get more people in here to argue with us and show us where we're wrong. I mean, it should work. Door swings both ways, you know.
Saudi flat earther king building a 100-mile building in the desert. Yeah. It's going to be quite something.
Oh, that wall thing you're talking about?
Wall.
Oh, yeah, that city that's like a wall. Yeah, that's trippy. What do they call it again? I forget the name of it.
Awesome town, Matt. I think some people actually think no hills, valleys, etc. when I say flat earth. Boggles my mind. That's exactly what they think. They think when you say flat earth, they picture a piece of paper, a flat piece of paper. They don't understand it's a straw man because we say, yes, there is hills, valleys, mountains. We live in three-dimensional reality. It's really true. But the base of that whole reality is flat. It's horizontal.
Yeah.
It's not curving away from us to cause a sphere. It's the base is flat.
Yeah.
It's funny. Well, I was going to say my cousin just got a job with the railroad service, and so I'm going to take that as an opportunity to find out everything I can about the railroad, and a lot of things about that help us.
Moomin Rider says,
awesome.
I commented here on your mopped videos, and he said I'm literally on our call waiting for him. I haven't seen anything yet.
What platform were you meant
waiting what?
Huh?
What platform were you meant to see him on?
He's supposed... Yeah, but...
I wasn't reading it. I was
Globies. You know Globies.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, be careful. They do dox people.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. Are we able to reschedule for another day? There we go. Okay, I'm just asking if we can reschedule another day. I think that's going to be a bit better.
So he must know that you thought it was an hour earlier then.
Yeah, because I told him we agreed on 9:30 Central African time.
Yeah.
And this is like 11:15, a whole hour later.
Wow. Jim.
Hey, Saddlebum, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change the
title of the show.
Yeah, change the title of the show to Mix Match and Talking About Bev. I don't know.
Miscellaneous.
Us messing around again.
Yeah, miscellaneous.
Ah,
Miscellaneous and disingenuous.
yeah, I'm getting hot. Ooh-wee.
Miscellaneous.
Cheers, Triple X. Thanks for coming, man. Really appreciate your support. Appreciate everybody's support, by the way. Sorry that tonight's show is just all around the place. There's just, like I said, would have had a chat.
Well, not all is lost. we still got to do a show and enjoy our fans and them us.
Yeah, at least
hopefully.
we visiting a bit and just chatting. So, cheers, Jeff. Thanks for coming, man. You rock. If he's American, he doesn't pay attention to other time zones.
I just noticed you keep a pet giraffe on top of your kitchen cupboards.
Oh, no, it's a painted giraffe.
I keep mine in the backyard.
That's a little painted giraffe.
Yeah, it's in the backyard.
Because when they swing their head really hard, it usually knocks the fridge over. We don't like that.
And giraffes, mad looking things.
Oh yeah.
Crazy looking things.
You get a lot of.
You ever seen them fight?
They're cool though.
Oh my goodness.
They are cool looking things at the same time. But yeah, you'd think physically they're impossible. Should be tied up in knots.
Yeah, Moomin, right. I remember when I was doing my textile printing, when I was doing textile printing, so a lot of the time I had to converse with people in China. So also, yeah, it's like start working, work through the day, go to bed, and then wake up at like 11, 12 o'clock at night to start working with the people again, because then it's their time. Just so they can help you out with stuff on the printing machines and everything. It's quite a weird time to associate with people.
How's your new channel going?
Oh, it's okay. It's like I said, I for the first 4 weeks I brought out a video every week, but now it's just too hectic. So now I'm just gonna bring a video out every 2 weeks. But I mean, it's just still progress and stuff. I'm getting great results. I can't moan.
That's brilliant.
Definitely, the guns are popping up a bit.
That's cool. That's
my
cool.
chest at least doesn't look so
subscribe to
it's
it,
growing.
so-
Yeah, getting my six pack. So everything's going well.
Yeah, I want to see you get rid of that beer belly.
I don't have a beer belly anymore. But I do have a little pouch still at the bottom.
You mean after a week you got rid of the belly? Come on, I saw that fudge. Don't tell me that. You're full of it.
Yeah. But
it's all right if you didn't. If you were already skinny and you were already fit, then it wouldn't it wouldn't be a remake thing. It wouldn't be important, right?
Yeah.
It's more important that you show somebody starting from that spot, because most people, you see all these people that are around showing their fitness, but they're already fit. It's like show people that aren't fit doing it, then that's more convincing for me.
Yeah. Cheers, Jeremiah. Yeah, like I saw a video the other day. A guy's like, I'm fat, I'm so unfit and stuff. I want to get a six pack in like 30 days. I'm like, okay. And then you watch his video, and he's already got a six pack when he starts.
Right.
But what he does is, in the beginning of the video, he makes sure he's got the worst lighting you can see. He pushes out his stomach as far as possible.
Right.
And you can still see the six pack.
Crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What? Oh wow. There's charlatans and everything up there.
But you understand what I'm saying? It's like, and then he has the video. He starts off with day one. Oh, this is so bad. I have to start exercising. And then day two, he tries to do a bench press and hurts his back. Then it says 10 days later, he's gone into an eating frenzy. He's depressed. He can't do this anymore. He might just have to, stop the whole challenge. So you're doing a 30-day challenge to get a six-pack, but you start
miraculously
with
he just gets skinny.
You start with a six-pack already. You say you want to get a six-pack in 30 days. For the first 10 days of a month, you just ate what you want. You're depressed because you hurt your back. Then you have to do rehabilitation for another week, and then what that gives you back? A week left to get your six pack.
Yeah, he did. He did well. He did well. Wow, that's crazy.
But you see, this is the type of things that in this.
Good show.
See, that's not even about fitness. That
That's-
video, what you
that's
explain,
just
that's about
content.
drama. That's drama
Yeah,
content.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to be different.
Okay.
I want to be transparent.
I
wanna
describe that
show
as
what I
garbage, but
Mm.
Sounds like a woman who is making excuses to why she couldn't stick to
does
a
none of
diet.
the work but wants all the credit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some of the things that people come up with. You're like, what's wrong with you people?
That was a joke, by the way. No harm intended.
Basheti. But I have to say, I don't know what's wrong with people saying they can't eat. They don't enjoy the food when they're doing these diets. You can't really call it a diet. I mean, you just make sure you're keeping your calorie deficit and you're eating healthy foods. And I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
If you're going on one of these, what did you call it, challenges or whatever, is one of the purposes for you to enjoy the food, or is that actually one of the parts of the challenge that you're no longer really going to probably enjoy the food because you're not ramming in sugary, fatty foods anymore? You're having to look at what you're doing.
Let's put it this way. Yesterday was my mother-in-law's birthday. She came to visit a bit, and it's the first. So I said, "Yeah, I'll have a piece of cake," because I mean, I'm not gonna stop eating everything just for that. So I ate a piece of cake, and I have to tell you, because I haven't had sugar in over a month now, it was damn sweet. And I mean,
Really
I'm a sweet tooth. I can take a tin of condensed milk now and drink it like that. But I struggle to eat this little piece of cake with a little bit of icing on. I was like, it's crazy. It's amazing how your body adapts to the changes.
That's right. That's right.
So I enjoyed the piece of cake. It was just very sweet for me. I mean, I used to be able to say, okay, I want another one. I'll eat 3-4 pieces like it's nothing.
Mm.
Now it's like one small little cake. No. I could be a fruitarian, except for more than a half an apple kind of makes me loosey-goosey. I enjoy an apple. I eat an apple practically every day. And I enjoy my bananas. That's one of my staple sugars, is a banana and an apple.
I like grapes.
Grapes are also great.
Bananas and pears.
In the liquid form.
Ah, yeah, no doubt. Of the red variety.
I'm a more of a white man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Both racially and in grape preference.
And I mean, I've even learned to enjoy my coffee without sugar. So in the morning, I drink my coffee just with milk, because I'm not going to get off milk. The milk's good protein. So,
of course.
And then at night, I have a teaspoon of honey. That is delicious. A teaspoon of honey in coffee is awesome. But yeah, the key to all this is just have a calorie deficit and eat healthy. That's it. Just don't eat nonsensical. I mean, you can still eat a pizza now and then if you want. Just, if you're full, stop. You know what I mean? Don't just carry on eating. Just stop. Make sure that you're burning more than you're consuming. And I mean, to me at the moment, I'm doing like 30,000 steps a day. So I'm easily able to get in large amounts of carbohydrates. So people look at me like, oh, you should just cut all carbs. I'm like, yes, you want me to die?
See, I eat, right, when I want to. I had a chocolate bar today, so I don't normally. It was a Reese's Pieces wafer, very nice. But I don't eat sugary stuff. But I eat what I want when I want. Now you're talking about getting a 6-pack. If you was to ask my wife what would she want, she'd want to say get him an arse, something to fill out the back of his trousers. Yeah, I'm so.
I can help you with
I
that.
used to just eat for a living as a kid, so I used to be 18 stone.
Wow.
Just short of, yeah, when I was
I couldn't
18.
imagine you that.
Yeah, right. And now I'm about 10 and a half.
Wow.
I say no arse whatsoever. And I've been given 2 bacon sandwiches because I'm talking. I've got one of them left spare. So I'll eat it in a bit, but I'm not in a rush. But I don't. But if I go to a Chinese buffet, mate, I'll smash it. You know what I mean?
You should-
I'll get my money's worth.
Yeah, you
Oh.
should just do yourself a favor and do some hip thrusts. Gonna work those glutes and you get some like a thick buttocks. You see, at the moment, I have to keep my protein high and my carbohydrates kind of high because I need the carbohydrates to burn energy through the day, and I need my protein to keep building the muscle so the fat can burn. Because as soon as if I'm not gonna have high protein and high carbs, I'll die. Because, like I said, doing 30,000 steps on average a day is not an easy task if you're not going to have any sugar. If you're not going to have any natural sugars to burn, then you're just going to die.
Well, that's why I say I don't eat chocolate. I had a sandwich at 12 o'clock, and at mid-afternoon, I was knackered because I had no sugars and nothing in me. So that's why I just had a little bit of peanut buttery chocolate wafer bar. Because I knew I needed sugar, but that's one thing to keep you ticking over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But see, my lad, he's the opposite now. He's like what? He used to be a little bit porky. He's now 17. In 15, he was porky. In his past 2 years, he's just been doing weightlifting, and he's huge now. And I look at what he eats. He's eating like chicken a day, 15 ton of rice. He's just, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's not really any fat on him other than what he's permitting, because he keeps saying, "I'm bulking, Dad. I'm bulking." I mean, the funny thing is, said the other day we booked our holiday. He says, "Right now, I know what I've got to cook for, so I can get my beach body," which is like getting that 6-pack in it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I used to be a right fat kid, so just to not be fat, I've stopped being body conscious past that point, to the point that I've got no ass. Flats.
Yeah, but I mean, not everybody is blessed with getting a big buttocks, I can say. Some people have to work for it.
It is input. What you eat is what you get out of it. Yeah, I've stopped eating loads. You know what I mean? I reduced my input, and I lost shitloads of weight. Probably too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gone the opposite way. Yeah.
Hey Tony,
But then
hey Luch, what's up? Whew, I'm getting hot now. Okay, I sent him a message. Maybe we'll reschedule for next week.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm eating a lot of eggs.
Doggone it.
When
You need protein, don't you? Like
when you-
or to grow muscle.
When you put that steak and egg on the other week, that was really nice. That made me hungry when you put the steak and egg on the other week.
I love eating like some egg on chicken breast or egg on steak.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm making a lot of wraps. I like making wraps with with egg and some kind of meat. But even
Nice.
I'd like take a tin of tuna and I'll just eat a tin of tuna like that. It's good protein.
Say fizzy pop.
Luke says you are what you eat.
Yeah.
So you eat globes, do you?
To an extent, that's actually true. You are what you eat.
I think that's really important. The quality of what you eat is the quality of what your body's going to then turn into your body next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's important. I'm not into overeating, but provenance of my food. I'm not like overly organic, but if it's always there, I'll always go for it. Free range egg, you know, all those. Used to keep chickens. Quality. The best eggs you ever get are the ones that, you know, when you're giving them your food and
Definitely.
throwing the worms at them, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Providence is. It's not just Providence; it's flavour, isn't it? It tastes a shitload better.
Oh yeah. Free range eggs are awesome. The nice thing is, like, my boss and them, they have a farm and they have fresh eggs laid daily. So if I want to buy eggs, I can buy through through work. And I mean, it's large eggs, farm eggs. So and they delicious.
Right on.
I don't miss my chickens; they were a pain in the arse, but I miss the quality. Just look, you crack it open, just the colour of the yolk is, you know what I mean, different.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. Definitely. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it here.
Cool.
I am dying of the heat. I have to get the shirt off. Whew.
Alrighty then.
That's not a reason to end the show, Flats, is it? Just
I
take
have
the
to
shirt
sleep.
off, get the man boobs out.
Just now scare everybody away.
Yeah, get the man boobs out.
No,
If I did it, it'd look like Auschwitz, mate. So, you know.
Schindler's List. No, because
smash the legs of the board.
Yeah, I don't want to try and sleep too late though, because I wake up at just after 4 every morning for exercise. So rest is one of the important things to get in. I try at least 5 hours, so it's a balanced sleep rest thing. I try. Not easy, but I try.
Yeah, that's it.
My children will be very happy if I got them chickens. No, thank you. I mean, to keep the chicken coop clean and they make so much noise and oh no. And how I know my children, in the first week they'll keep it clean. The rest of the time it's going to be my job.
Damn,
Yeah.
Tasty.
It's always that way.
That's the child's promise with any pet.
Exactly.
I promise, Daddy, I'll do it. I promise. Yeah. 3 days. That's a lot.
Okay, so I'm going to say bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Sorry there was no You Are Mopped tonight.
At least it's sorted out. You can get it sorted for next week or something.
Yeah.
It's just a misunderstanding. It's one of them.
It just happens.
We understand.
Yeah, he had it an hour late. So yeah, cheers guys. See you guys all tomorrow. Many, many blessings. And yeah, tomorrow will be another stream. Luch is the 23rd, so that will be Saturday, I think.
Friday,
yeah. So I'll see you Luch Friday. And tomorrow we'll see what we're going to talk about.